If you are a complete beginner in calisthenics and you don't know how to start, you don't have to worry because I'm here to break down for you best exercises that you can do as a beginner for building muscles and gaining strength. I will give you key tips that will boost your progress and increase the effectiveness of your workouts. But most importantly, stick around until the end to get a perfect beginner workout plan, ensuring you maximize your gains. Welcome back to Red Drill, my name is Bogdan Kharyenko, let's get started. First of all, before doing any type of workout, you should initially prepare your body for it. Therefore, let's talk about warming up. This is one of the most important components in entire training process. This helps you avoid injury, prepare your body, joints, heart for the stress. Do a warm-up for 5-15 minutes before each session, doing exercises such as head and shoulders rotations. Also, you can use a resistance band to warm up your shoulders, back and pelvis. Especially take time to warm up your wrists because they are in the stress zone the most, as well as your shoulders. Just check this 10-minute follow-along warm-up so that you can easily warm up your body with the best exercises from this video. Also spend time on stretching and mobility, not only to recover your muscles faster but also to improve the form of performing exercises and feeling at ease in every move you make. But I suggest you to stretch afterwards when you finish the session and you've already warmed up your muscles and they are ready to get stretched and perform unusual movements. Trust me man, it will improve your performance, you will recover faster and you will be able to control your entire body way better. And also it will be one of your advantages because unfortunately, the majority of people skip this step. Now let's break down the pushing exercises that engage your chest, shoulders and the triceps. Here are the best exercises for their growth. The first basic exercise for growing your chest, shoulders and triceps is push-ups. Begin in a plank position, ensuring a straight line from head to heels. Keep your core tight, avoiding sagging in your lower back. If you can't avoid sagging in your lower back, it means that you have weak core muscles that help you keep that straight line almost in each exercise in calisthenics. But don't worry, we will look soon at the exercises that can strengthen your core. Lower your body by bending your elbows, maintaining a 45 degrees angle between your body and elbows and touch the floor with your chest. Then push back up to the starting position. Also at the top you can round your back to engage some of the back muscles. As an addition, you can rotate your hands inward by 45 degrees to increase the chest fibers engagement. If regular push-ups are hard, consider doing a regression, inclined push-ups. This reduces the load and allows for gradual strength development. The tips of the execution are same, you just need to find some kind of elevation to place your hands on it. It can be whether your grandmother's sofa or a bench. The next one is dips, which are also very important for the pecs. For this exercise you need to find parallel bars outside, or if you prefer home workouts, you need to find two chairs and place them in front of each other. Spread your shoulders blades, then slowly lower your body until your elbows are at a 90-degree angle. There is no need to go even lower. Push back up to the starting position. I'm asking you to remember to keep this position, not like this. You need to take a depression back position, just like pushing your shoulders down. This is the most safe position for the shoulders. Otherwise your dips will look like this and you will most likely get injured. Use a resistance band as support to make the exercise easier if you feel like the regular dips are too hard. Now let's figure out the best shoulder exercises you can do for impressive look and strength. The king here is handstand push-ups. Start in a handstand chest ball position, placing your hands shoulder width. Lower your body down until the crown of your head or the tip of your nose touch the ground. Press back up, extending your elbows and squeezing the shoulders. Practice elevated pike push-ups on the ground as a regression, maintaining a vertical position in your upper body while your feet are elevated. This reduces the load on your shoulders. I think you will agree that this technique is similar to handstand push-ups, therefore mastering elevated pike push-ups will help you with lowering handstand push-ups. The next exercise for the shoulders is pike push-ups. This exercise is as effective as the elevated pike push-ups, therefore they are interconnected. Begin in a plank position, moving your feet closer to your hands. The closer you place your feet to the hands, the harder it gets. Push back up using shoulder strength. As a regression for beginners, simply step back a little until you can perform at least 8 reps and shorten the distance over time as you progress. Moving on to the pushing exercises with the focus on triceps. The first one in this category is diamond push-ups. In fact, these push-ups engage your chest muscles just like the regular push-ups. But in addition, you engage triceps to a greater extent due to the narrow placement of your hands. So you can perceive this exercise like a regular push-ups progression. Don't spread your elbows to the sides, lower yourself down, keeping your elbows along your body and keep your core tight. If you feel discomfort in your wrists, try to spread your hands wider, slightly to the sides, but still remaining and maintaining that diamond position. The easier variation is knee diamond push-ups, also maintaining that diamond hands position. And don't forget to focus on the muscle connection, the connection between your brain and the muscle which you train and which you want to grow. Specifically in this exercise, we focused on squeezing and working on these triceps. While extending your elbows, try to really squeeze them and feel that target muscles, remembering about the correct push-up form. The following great exercise also for the triceps is overhead triceps extensions. The main task is to use a bar which high will be comfortable for you and in which you will not sacrifice technique. Grip shoulder width apart or slightly narrower and lower your forearms until they are perpendicular to the floor. Push yourself back up by squeezing your triceps. Again, remember to keep your body straight, don't relax your core, keep everything tense and under control. Use a higher bar to reduce the load, if it's needed. We continue to move on and now I will show you the best exercises, pulling movements that will build your back and biceps. Make sure to watch this video till the end because right there you will combine these exercises all together, pulling, pushing, core, legs exercises into the perfect beginner workout plan you can stick to as a beginner and which will help you progress exponentially faster. The fundamental exercise in calisthenics for the back muscles is pull-ups. Let's face it, there are tons of pull-up variations, but for now in this video I will explain you the basic and the most crucial aspects of the regular pull-up technique. Grip shoulder width apart, elbows are fully extended, and then perform shoulders blades retraction by bringing them close to each other. And only when it's all done, you are ready to pull. Strive for hitting the bar with your chest, pulling yourself as higher as you can. Get back down until your elbows are extended, but don't miss that shoulder retraction position. Keep it throughout the entire set. Negative pull-ups are a great alternative for beginners. The rules for the technique are same, but here you should be focused on that eccentric aka negative phase. The phase of lowering your body down. But we're gonna keep that range of reps very low, about 5-8 reps, because those negatives really drain your CNS. The following move is gonna be Australian pull-ups, which are perfect for the thickness of your back muscles. Get down under a low bar, grip it with an overhand grip and pull your chest up to bar while keeping your body straight, tightening your core and then lower back down. At the top point you can fix the position for 2 seconds to enhance muscle engagement. Bend your knees to make this exercise easier if you are not feeling like you are able to do the normal version. Chin-ups are similar to pull-ups but with underhand grip, targeting your biceps. Hang from the bar with palms facing you, pull yourself up until your chin is over the bar, then lower yourself back down. In this exercise you can also do negative lowerings in the form of regression. Just trust me, if you've learned how to do controlled negative reps, Positive phase, aka lifts, will be learned automatically, at least with minimal practice. Similar to Australian pull-ups but with underhand grip that also targets your biceps is Australian chin-ups. Lie under a bar, but at this time grip it with the palms facing you and pull your chest to the bar, still remembering and executing 2 seconds fixation at the top in case if you have enough strength for this. To make the move easier, also bend your knees and follow the rules of the above mentioned technique. The isolation exercise for biceps is biceps curls, using a TRX system or gymnastic rings like me. Take Australian pull-up position, elbows extended and core is tight. Then start bending your elbows, leading your hands towards your forehead or beyond. Keep your back rounded to isolate biceps and to not pull with your back. To make this exercise easier, I will repeat this for the 3rd time. If you haven't guessed yet, bend your knees. And don't forget to keep your back rounded to pull yourself up with the strength of your biceps. I propose moving on to the next category, which is very important in calisthenics. Core. Actually, the core exercises are engaged almost in each exercise in calisthenics, whether it's push-ups, pull-ups, dips, headstand, everywhere. And if it's strong and well developed, it will help you improve the quality of the exercises, of course your appearance and aesthetic, and it will inevitably affect the speed of learning calisthenic skills such as front level, planche or handstand. Alright, the first move for the core. This exercise is performed very often by gymnasts because they understand its effectiveness. This is seated legs raises. To perform this exercise correctly, don't swing but remain strictly in one position. The farther you place your hands, the harder it gets. To make this exercise easier, instead of lifting both legs, lift them alternately. At the same time, if necessary, place your hands closer to pelvis. The next crucial exercise is gonna be hollow body holds. The fundamental gymnastic exercise that will improve the core strength and stability. To be honest, if you can do this exercise at least for 1 minute, it's already commendable. Then just try to increase that limit 2 minutes and aiming for 3 minutes. This is just something galaxy level. Keep your core and butt engaged and your lower back pressed to the floor. Never ever lift it off the floor. The next one for the core muscles is hanging legs raises. The key always lies in quality, therefore if it's possible, keep your legs straight and raise them to 90 degrees. At the same time, don't lift them toothlessly, but really feel the abdominal muscles at the top point so that they begin to burn. If you can't keep your legs straight or feel that abdominal muscles burn, there are only 2 reasons why it happens. First one is lack of stretching, and as we were discussing it previously, you can just simply fix it by stretching afterwards, after the finishing the session. And the second reason is lack of strength, which is also can be fixed by bending the knees. This will help you to understand the technique and progress further to the more difficult progressions. Let's move on to the next category, which a lot of calisthenics athletes miss: legs. One of the most effective exercises for the legs is Bulgarian squats. This is very difficult, especially if you're gonna perform this one with weight. Take a sitting position, straighten one leg forward and move it outward a little so that you can balance and stand unwavering. Then stand up and place your back leg on a heel, while also moving it outward a little. I promise your legs will burn and your muscles will grow, therefore don't neglect this move, especially with bodyweight workouts. Perform regular lunges on each leg in turn to make it easier, maintaining 90 degrees angles for efficiency and safety. The next one of the most hardest exercises ever, is pistol squats. The hardest thing about this exercise is balance, so practicing and increasing strength will help you master this movement in a few weeks. Perform regular squats in a high rep range instead if pistol squats are too difficult. Build strength in basic exercises first and then move on to heavier variations. One of my favorite exercises for hamstrings is single leg Romanian deadlift. There are not many things to talk about, therefore just shortly. Feel that stretching in your hamstrings throughout the set when you lower. Keep the inactive leg extended and don't fully straighten your body at the top in the perpendicular position. We shouldn't also forget about the calves, therefore one of the most effective exercises for these muscles are elevated calves raises. The fact that our calves are actually very resilient, but we need to train them with a low range of reps and preferably with weight. The way I do it is I turn the toes inward to engage all the possible fibers, I slowly lower myself down and slowly rise up. Our calves are used to fast, explosive and endurance exercises, so slow reps like this will build them up the best. Also, I've prepared some of the tips that will be very useful for you since you are a beginner, and these mistakes can be made absolutely by each beginner, so they are very common and at the same time very dangerous, so avoid them at all costs. Alright, the first mistake is putting skills over the basics. Imagine a regular beginner who just diving right into calisthenics and his imagination about the calisthenics is just handstand, planche, front lever and skills like that. But before that, each athlete went through the process of preparation, doing basic exercises such as pull-ups, push-ups, leg squats, dips, which build foundation for his future achievements. But majority of beginners skip this step and they just obsessed over those skills, and the main task for them is to learn them as faster as possible. But in life, especially in calisthenics, that doesn't work like that. Before learning even a regular handstand, you should prepare your wrists, prepare your shoulders, improve your mobility, stretch a little, build that shoulder strength to be able to hold your own body weight upside down. Because without these things, you will just, first of all, get injured, harm yourself, no results, and demotivation because of not achieving that desired goal. So prepare your body before diving into learning those skills. You can use a full body system for it. It will get your body adapted to the load, and in 2-3 months you can change the split, for example, and with that full body system you will get stronger and more prepared for the stress that those skills provide to your body. The second mistake is skipping and avoiding warm-up. Let me tell you a story. I have a friend who has the great genetic for calisthenics, and he can do a lot of stuff, planche, handstand push-ups, but he never does warm-up for no reasons, because you can kind of feel lazy sometimes before the session. Oh my god, 5-10 minutes on those for the shoulder protection. Why do I need that, man? I'm healthy and I'll be healthy for the rest of my life. I don't need to worry about anything, right? He has the same mentality, but I just keep saying to him that, man, one day you will regret. So whether you change your mindset and opinion about the warm-up now, or you will change your opinion but in the hospital. And to make your warm-up even more effective, you can do something in addition. For example, 5-10 minutes on a regular basic movements for warming up your body, for example, head rotations, shoulder rotations and stuff. But also after you finished that, you can do, for example, before pushing day, before doing handstand push-ups, regular push-ups. If you are a beginner, you can start with 2 sets of knee push-ups. That's easy, that doesn't require a lot of strength. You will not be exhausted after those 2 sets. You will be fresh and you will be able to perform those basic pushing movements, as I said previously, regular push-ups or handstand push-ups, even more effective because you've already warmed up those pushing movements with knee push-ups, the chest, shoulders and triceps. They are ready for performing those harder variations of pushing exercises. So the previous mistake was don't put skills on a pedestal, and here I have to say that you should definitely put warm-up on the pedestal. The following mistake is training your ego, sacrificing quality over quantity. There are a lot of reasons why you can sacrifice quality over quantity, and the first one that comes in my mind is just showing off to your friends. You know, your friends probably are not qualified in calisthenics, and when you are saying to them that you are able to do 20 pull-ups, they are impressed, and you show them how you perform them, you know, those half reps, and they think that that's cool. You all look strong in their eyes, but in reality, try to change the technique. As I was saying previously on the pulling movement category, instead of those half reps, try to fully extend your elbows at the bottom, pull yourself up, chest to the bar, back is straight, and feel each fiber of your back. Completely different technique and way more effective. And if you do this way each exercise in calisthenics, whether it's pull-ups, push-ups, squats, dips, each movement, each rep, each second under control, man, results will come anyway. That's just the matter of time. So don't get ahead, trust the process, and following and working out with your mind, not with your ego. This is just the second game changer of the warm-up. Okay, for now let's break down the most important part in this video is creating a workout program for you as a beginner. Creating a workout program is very challenging because it requires enough knowledge how to pull those exercises one after the other, and if you don't want to spend years in gaining that knowledge, you can simply get the ready workout program below on the top link in the description. There are 3 packages from beginner to advanced, and the beginner one will match the best for your current level. Also, as you progress, you will be able to go further and try the intermediate workout plan. But if you don't have the opportunity to purchase the ready workout program, here are some tips for you how you can do it by your own right now. The first tip is to use a full body system. Most importantly, you will be able to work on each muscle group of your body several times a week, which is very effective for the muscle growth. The second tip is do multi-joint and heavy movements in the beginning, and then when you are getting closer to the end, start doing more isolating movements. Multi-joint exercises or heavy movements can be pull-ups or push-ups in the beginning of the session, and at the end you can start doing isolating movements, for example biceps curls or overhead bodyweight triceps extensions. The third tip is very important because it determines the duration of the session, because usually people say that it should be not longer than 1 hour. But my tip for you is 3 minutes of rest between sets for large muscle groups and 2 minutes rest between sets for small muscle groups. For example, you are doing pull-ups, this exercise for large muscle groups, such as back and in addition biceps. It requires a lot of strength, therefore you rest for 3 minutes between sets. Then, getting closer to the end, doing biceps curls. This is not so hard as pull-ups that requires less strength, therefore you can rest for 2 minutes. So these were 3 the most important tips I wish I knew personally when I just get started. You know them right now, so you just have like all possibilities, all opportunities, all needed knowledge to get started. All the exercises and all the tips and the mistake you should also avoid. This is how you should start calisthenics from the scratch. Make sure to subscribe.